Okay, in this video I'm going to show you how to create an AI book that you can sell on Amazon. Step by step, I'll give you everything you need. Alright, if you don't know me, I'm Jace Perry. I make money self-publishing books on Amazon. My highest month was $50,000 with $21,000 profit. So basically I'm saying I'm legit enough to show you how to make money self-publishing. Okay, check out my story below, and I've documented my whole journey on Instagram from starting from zero all the way up to that 50 grand in a month. Okay. Right, let's get started, guys. Here's the 5 things we're going to cover today and keep it very simple. Look, guys, if you don't know about self-publishing, it's the easiest online income you can make, okay? I've tried them all. I've tried Etsy, I've tried Shopify, I do digital products. I've tried FBA, I've tried drop shipping. I can't remember. I've done this for like 7 years. Self-publishing on Amazon, the easiest, because you create a book in hours, you publish it. When it sells, you get a lot of it's stress-free because Amazon take care of everything when it sells. And on top of that, you're aligned with Amazon, so your sales can just take off, like literally take off. That $50,000 I made, it was in December, was the fastest 50K I've ever made, and I couldn't believe it how fast it took off. And I'm in crypto, yeah, so I know fast profit. That was next level. That was from 2 books, okay? The next thing is the closest thing you can get to that is merch by Amazon, but that's t-shirts, and people copy t-shirts way too quickly, and you can't make money that fast. So self-publishing, the very, very top of the easiest online income. So it's especially good if you're busy. If you've got a 9 to 5, if you've got kids, if you've got a business already, you just want online income, I highly recommend self-publishing on Amazon. And also, guys, check this out. If you're doubting me about being able to create a book, and then publish it without really knowing, and then making sales, if you don't think you could do it, let me just show you. This is one of my students here. This is all some like testimonials from my students. This guy here, Ken, he's not a complete beginner, but he's never done a book like this that I'm going to tell you today. He followed my system. Look, so I finished my book and uploaded it last night. This morning got approved. So less than 24 hours. Like, he started with nothing, followed my system, created a book, published it, and had it live on Amazon.com less than 24 hours. So that could be you by tomorrow. Okay, he followed my system. And now check this out. That's January the 16th, okay? Now watch this. Let me just make sure I've got the right one here. January 16th, look, January 23rd, so about a week later, I made my first sale. He made his first sale within a week. So if you can imagine, you've never done online, never created online income before, just published a book, and now you suddenly got online income within 7 days. This is what I mean, so simple, and then you don't do anything, like Amazon take care of it. He spent money on ads. Now, I'll get into that at the end of this, okay? Because if you want to do it fast, you have to spend money on ads. Right, but we'll get into that at the end of it. But my point is, he's creating an online income stream. It's something. It's making a sale straight away. You can see it there. It's like tangible. You can see something happening. And that keeps your momentum going. Because there's nothing worse than creating websites, creating mock-ups and all that. And then you're just waiting and waiting and waiting. It takes you months before you even have your shop set up or whatever, before you even see money coming in. This 7 days, money's coming in already, all right? And that was on the 23rd of January. Then, you see here, I made another sale. And that was on the 25th of January. And I'll just zoom in there. Look, he's made 2 sales now. Okay? And it's momentum, okay? You're creating an online income stream. So let me show you how. First thing first, Amazon KDP account. All right? Very easy to get. I'm going to show you right now. You just go to Google. Hold on, I've lost myself. Where am I? Some reason Loom is misbehaving today. I've been battling with it all morning. You just go to Google and type in Amazon KDP. Create Amazon KDP account. And the great thing about this is if you've already got an Amazon account, one second, I can make myself bigger. If you've already got an Amazon account, then you just like sign in to KDP. If you haven't, then you just create an Amazon account, then you sign in to KDP. Just follow the instructions there. It's just straightforward. Just put your bank details, all your details, and then you get an account immediately. So you can publish immediately, all right? So once you got that, now you need a book. Now, but just before it, actually, let me just write it here. An important thing you need to know is the book idea. Idea or the niche. All right. Now I'm going to give you the shortcut now for this video. Obviously, there's more to it, but when you're looking for a book idea niche to create an AI book, just do trivia books. Okay. Now the reason I say trivia books. Sorry about my handwriting. You know what? Let me just take a sec. My laptop, my iPad's miles away. Look. Here we go. Right. The reason I do trivia books is because it's high profit and it's easy to create. It's easy to create, okay? Let me just show you. It's going to go to Amazon real quick. So you just go Amazon and you just type in trivia book. And just have a look. It doesn't matter actually. You just have a look here. Look at the prices. $14.99. This is actually selling at $15.72 if you can see it, but it's been discounted unfortunately. So you've got to compete with this price. But look, $14.97, $15.99, discount $12.97. And you just look at a trivia book niche. And what you do is you want to look at. I'm just going to click here. What you want to do, you just want to look that it's selling. All right, one of these books is selling because then you could just that niche. It has got money in it, and all you do is just scroll down. Firstly, check the price. I mean, if you want to be as close to $15 as possible, above $12, all right, because then there's money in it. Don't go below $10. Don't do color books, guys. All right, that's another story, but don't. You're not going to make any money long term in that. All right, trivia books. See, this is at 43,000 BSR, the bestsellers rank. If it's below 100k, it's good. You can stick with that. Below 50k like this. Really good. Now this is the seniors niche, baby boomer trivia book. If you just want to jump on that, do it. Because this niche has a lot of money. Seniors spend money on books. They've got money. They've got time. Okay, so big niche there. All right. So that's what you're looking for. You're looking for a trivia book because it's easy to make. It's high profit. Let's make sure there's demand there. Demand. Check the BSR. Sorry about the handwriting. Look at that. Terrible handwriting. But anyway, so have you seen what I'm doing here? Basically, I've just shown you how to find a book idea that's got money in it. Now, you'd be surprised how many self-publishers don't even do that because they're thinking in terms of what they want to create. I'm showing you in terms of go where the money is and find a way to create where the money is. Okay. Now you find your book. Now you found your book idea. There's no reason to move from that niche or book idea until you've made $1,000 in a month. Let me repeat that because most people won't believe this. Do not move. No reason. That book I just showed you there is making more than $1,000 a month. More than it. And there's loads of them in that niche doing that, okay? If you can't make $1,000 in that in a month from that one niche, it means your books aren't good enough yet. So what you want to do is you want to stay in that niche until your books get good enough to make $1,000. That makes sense? Most people move from niche to niche because they don't make money. Now, they're forgetting you need to have good books to make money. I want you to stick to one niche until you make good books good enough to take some of that money, all right? Because if you're not taking any of that money, all it means is your books aren't good enough yet. And that's a good sign. Okay, that's good. You want to know that. Because it's in your control then. Okay? When it's in your control, you can do something about it. It's probably your title, your cover, the description. Those things that the customer sees when they go to buy. Those are the reasons why they buy your book. If you're not taking any sales from that niche, and there's other books that are, it's because one of those things aren't good enough yet and you need to work on it, okay? So it's a good thing. So go into one niche and just stay there until you make $1,000, okay? Right, so you got your book idea. You know in this niche you're going to make your $1,000. Now you need to create your book. ChatGPT. This is why I choose trivia books. Because you can literally go here, look, and just put this iPad over here for a second so I can use both my hands. So you just say, I want to create a baby boomer trivia book with popular subjects for seniors in US. I'm going to say in US. Give me 10 chapter titles. Okay? And you can kind of see where this is going. There you go. You've got your chapters now, okay? Done. And then you say for chapter 1, give me 50 trivia questions and the answers. And there you go. Done. That's your chapter 1 done, and then you just repeat it. You repeat it till you've got all your chapters there. And then now you've got all the text. You go to Canva. I'm just going to go Canva. I'll show you an example of one real quick. One sec, I'll pause it. All right, here's an example of a trivia book. Here's one I made earlier. Blue Peter, for them UK guys watching. Here's one I made earlier. This isn't a seniors trivia book, but you can see. It's a sports trivia book. But you could just have a look at what I've done here. Look, there's the contents page. Just copied from ChatGPT. You can do an introduction, ChatGPT. Although I will say, introductions are best like done by you. ChatGPT will do ChatGPT, and people kind of recognize it. So if you can take your introductions and kind of make it a bit more, different, interesting, that's a plus sign. All right, that's a plus. Then I've done an introduction into each sport, and then the trivia done. Questions, true or false, and then solutions, and then just repeated throughout. All right, it's a bit mundane, it's a bit boring, but the point is you'll get a book done in like 5 to 6 hours. This will all be done. All right, I didn't actually do this one. My VA done it because it's boring and mundane. But if you're starting out, I highly recommend you do it so you can understand it a bit more. So 5 to 6 hours, maybe 4 to 5 hours, you'll have the whole interior done, and it will look like this. You can see here, if you're thinking this interior looks boring, don't worry about it, because we're going to sell the book with the title and cover. You'll get better at doing your interior as time goes, but don't get too hung up with spending too much time on the interior, because what you want to do is you want to get that book published. Right? So just do a good enough job. You're selling a trivia book, it's going to have trivia in it, it's of value to some customer, okay? And if you're wondering, this book sold quite well. I think it was making about $100 to $200 profit a month, every single month once it got going. I launched it before Christmas like a while ago. It kind of flopped, it didn't stick, and then I turned off all ads, like low cost ads, and then Christmas it started selling, and then after Christmas just kept selling. This was not Christmas last year, the one before. And then throughout 2025, it was making like $100 to $200 profit on autopilot. That's just one book. You can see how it can pick up. You got a whole library of books that can each make you money. Okay. By the way, I've got my whole system below if you want to check it out. Just have a look at it, what I offer in that whole system, because that will give you everything you need here, plus more to get books that sell. Right. Anyway. So let me go back to this real quick. So you got your account, you got your ChatGPT, you done your interior, you created it in Canva. Fourth step now is to create the cover. Now this is very important. See, you want to get the interior done quick so you can focus more on the cover. Okay, I'll show you what I did on the cover. This was my cover for this book, but I'll show you how I created it. Yeah, one sec. By the way, I've used ideogram.ai. Okay, and the covers I did was down here, look, you can see. And all I'm doing on these is just prompts. You can see here the prompt I'm using. A vibrant, dynamic book cover illustration captures the essence of the ultimate sport trivia book. It can be as simple as that. Or I think I went into more detail with some of them here. Where is it? Let's see this one. No, that was simple. Where is it? Here we go. Yeah. Captivating dynamic book cover, blah, 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 blah. You see all there. I use ChatGPT for that. So I just said to ChatGPT, give me, sports trivia challenge book for kids. A prompt, it did it. And then I didn't like certain bits. And I went back to ChatGPT and I'd say something like, I didn't like, that you had, I don't know, a basketball player at the front. Give me an American football player. Give me the kids dressed up in sports gear, etc., etc. You just keep doing that back and forth. And as you can see, I was going back and forth with Ideogram, back and forth. Now, Ideogram costs minimum $8 a month. I would recommend the $20 package because you kind of get unlimited generations at $20. So it's very well worth it, guys. I would. This is what I'm. Let me just make a note of it. Let me just, because this is an important bit. Oh gosh, I've lost it. One sec. As you can tell, guys, my production of YouTube videos is very, very amateur at the moment because I just want to bang them out. Okay. Right, ideogram. Right. So, here's a quick note about ideogram. I recommend the $20 because you get infinite generations, and just create like 5 to 10 styles, yeah? Styles for your cover. So you've got, maybe you do a retro one, you do a cartoon one, you do a 3D one, you do an anime one, etc. 5, 10 styles. Just bang them out. And then ask people. Ask real people, friends and family, what they think of your cover. Now, see, this book was a trivia book for kids. I sent it to my friends, like my mates that got kids. Guys that have kids, I'd say, which one would you buy for your kids? Okay? That's it. Don't give them any more details because you want them. If they came back to me and said, what the hell is this book about? Then I know the title's wrong. It doesn't convey what I need it to go. If they're answering straight away, I'd buy number 1 for my kids. They love sports trivia. Then you know it's clear, okay? So it's very important. Show it to people. Show it to real people. Okay? And they will tell you straight up. All right? You don't tell them it's a cover and I'm trying out different covers. It's for a trivia book. What do you think? You just say, which one of these books would you buy? And see what they say. And if it's obvious it's a book, it's obvious it's a trivia book, it's obvious it's a sports book, it's obvious it's for kids, then you're onto something, okay? We want to make it obvious because the actual customer that will buy, we want zero confusion, okay? And that comes from the title and cover. We want them to see the book, that's for me, buy. And Amazon make it very easy for them to buy, provided your cover and title are very, very clear. Right? So there's a little pearl of wisdom for you. Okay, now back to, now you've got your book, right? You've got your cover, it's been checked, you've got your interior. Okay, it's all done, and all this can be done in a day, by the way, like my mate Ken done. Then you publish it. You just go onto Amazon, your Amazon KDP account, follow what it asks you, and publish. Now, a couple of things on that. The description. Don't just do... Man, my writing, man. That's meant to say description. Don't just do an AI description, okay? Because if a potential customer is looking at your description, they... that could be the deciding factor whether they buy or not. You want to talk to them. The description, have a headline, have something that draws them in. Something that makes them say yes in their head. So with this sports trivia book, I might say something like, are you looking for screen-free time for your kids? Or are your kids on the screen too much? You want to give them something entertaining that's not an iPad or iPhone or something like that. So the parent looking at this will think, yes, my kids are on the screen. Or do your kids love sports? Something like that. So they say yes, and then they read the next line. And again, next line, next paragraph, something to do with the benefit. Benefit, you talk about the features, as in it's got 500 trivia or whatever, but the benefit, they want to know the benefit. What benefit will they get from this book? Okay? Your kid will be able to talk sports trivia and impress their friends for days. Something like that, benefit, okay? So that's what your description do. Make sure you think through the description. Don't just put a load of AI slop there. Think it through as if your potential customer's reading that and they're going to decide whether to buy your book based on what you're writing there. So treat it that seriously, okay? All right, guys. I think that's it. Subscribe for more.